So ever stop and think about how the stuff in your life, your phone, your clothes, your car, actually gets made? Well, today we're going to pop the hood on the modern world and take a look at its engine, manufacturing. It's what powers our lives and, really, the destiny of entire nations.
Right, let's kick things off with this powerful idea because it really sets the stage for everything we're talking about. A country's real power? It's not just about armies or natural resources. It's about its ability to create and to build. That's the real game changer.
So, how does a country get that kind of strength? Well, it all starts with a big shift, a journey, really. A journey from the fields to the factories. And that move, it changes pretty much everything.
And this right here, this is the big question for any developing nation. How do you go from just growing things to actually building a modern society? It's kind of like modern-day alchemy, turning what you pull from the earth into the building blocks of prosperity.
And the answer to that huge question, the key that unlocks all that potential, well, it's building a powerful engine for growth. And that engine, folks, is manufacturing.
At its core, manufacturing is all about transformation. It's the magic of taking something raw and basic and turning it into something much more valuable. Think about it. A simple puff of cotton becomes a designer t-shirt. A chunk of iron ore becomes the steel frame for a skyscraper. It's incredible, really.
Now here's where it gets really cool. Manufacturing isn't just this one isolated thing. No, it's a catalyst. It's like a shot of adrenaline for the entire economy. It doesn't just create jobs in a factory. It sends out this ripple effect that touches literally every part of a society, from the small farm all the way to the global market.
Okay, so if manufacturing is the engine, let's pop the hood and see how it works, right? We need a blueprint to understand all the moving parts and how they fit together.
This is a great way to map out the whole industrial landscape. You've got industries defined by what they're made of. Stuff from a farm versus stuff from a mine. Then you've got others defined by what they do. The basic industries, they're like the suppliers for the superheroes, making the tools and materials for everyone else. And then consumer industries make the stuff we use every single day, like toothpaste.
All right, let's make this real. We're going to look at a tale of two industries. One is born from the soil, and the other is basically forged in fire. This is the story of agro-based versus mineral-based manufacturing.
I love this comparison because it shows the two faces of manufacturing so perfectly. On one side, you've got the whole farm-to-factory pipeline, the journey from a tiny seed to the shirt on your back. On the other side, you have the absolute bedrock of industry, the steel that literally everything else is built on. These two, they're the twin pillars of a modern economy.
So, the bottom line is this. Manufacturing isn't some far-off, abstract thing. It's the very fabric of our lives. It's woven into the clothes we wear and the homes we live in. It's the invisible force that shapes our entire world.
But, and this is a big but, here comes the twist in the story. All this incredible power, this ability to shape the world, it comes with a price. A really steep, hidden cost that, honestly, we're only just starting to truly grapple with.
Yeah, that powerful engine of progress, it's got a dark side. It has a dangerous exhaust that it's been pumping into our world for decades. This is the hidden cost of the industrial age.
And the evidence is just undeniable. Industrial activity is harming our planet in four major ways. We're talking about the air we breathe, the water we drink, the land we grow our food on, and even the noise that surrounds us every day.
And look, these aren't just words on a screen. These are real-world problems with really scary consequences. We're talking about toxic gases choking our cities, and chemical cocktails being poured into our rivers, creating dead zones, and even super hot water being dumped that can literally boil aquatic life. It's serious stuff.
And the damage doesn't even stop there. We're also poisoning the ground right under our feet, turning useful land into toxic dumps. And if that wasn't enough, the constant noise from all this machinery is literally making us sick, causing stress, damaging our hearing, the whole 9 yards.
So this brings us to the great challenge of our time, right? Can we re-engineer this engine of progress to run clean? Is it possible to build a future where we have prosperity and a healthy planet?
Well, the good news is yes, we have the solutions. We actually know how to clean up our act. Just take wastewater, for instance. There's a clear 3-step process that can take that toxic industrial sludge and turn it back into clean, usable, recyclable water. It's kind of like a giant Brita filter for our factories.
And that's just scratching the surface. We have a whole toolbox full of technologies to build a cleaner, greener industrial future.
We can put filters on smokestacks, we can build silent generators, the tech is there. It's just a matter of having the will to actually use it.
And this right here, this is the ultimate takeaway. This is not a zero-sum game. We don't have to choose between a strong economy and a healthy planet. The real challenge, and honestly, the biggest opportunity of our time, is figuring out how to build a world where we can have both. Look, the future isn't just something that happens to us. It's something we build, piece by piece. So as we stand here, right at this crossroads between progress and peril, the real question isn't if we can create a sustainable future, it's will we. We have the blueprint. The rest is up to us.